Hi, it's Lee Kapansky here. Now, if I was faced with a chip shot under tournament pressure, and it's always different when you got a card in your hand, isn't it? And I really needed to get up and down with the classic body weight on the left leg, ball position back in the stance, lean the shaft forward and keep the hands ahead through impact, like this. I mean, to be honest, I'd be nervous, especially playing from a tight lie. I mean, you don't want to duff it or knife it, do you? Personally, I would much prefer to use the bounce and pitch the ball to the hole like this. But you really need the ball to get running forward and onto the green. Then I want you to firstly understand that the heel digs and the toe cuts. Now, there are many great chippers that play the chip shots off the toe. And I don't mean kick it. So look at that, the sun's out, so we've got no excuses now. So where's my trunks and my blow up? Not dull. And it's all about how you carry your hands at address. Now, if I was to carry my hands low at address, the shaft angle would be like this, the toe would be pointing up into the air. And what happens then is the hitting area is pushed from the center then more towards the heel. So it looks like this at address. You probably know somebody who does this. They stand to the ball, they address the ball, and the hands are in a low position like this. Now, the heel digs, and there's also a lot less bounce on the heel. So if you watch my pitching video, you'll know exactly what an important role the bounce plays in the shot. Now, the bounce is your safety mechanism, and it's designed to help the club head to glide safely through the turf and then under the ball. Now, if you simply carry your hands higher at address, now what this means is the club shaft will be steeper and the sweet spot gets pushed from the center more towards the toe area here. Now, there's also a lot more bounce on the toe. It's generally shaved off here towards the heel. Now, the toe will cut through the turf. Now, this is how it looks at address. When you address the ball, you'll see that the club shaft is much steeper. Actually, the heel is lifted off the ground, and the toe now will cut through the turf. So believe you me, the toe is the safest place in the world to chip from. Now, as we crack on with the address position, all I want you to do is put your feet together, body weight in a nice neutral position on both feet. You can, if you want to, you can favour your left leg if you're used to doing that, but I personally find it works better for me if the body weight is evenly distributed on both feet in a nice neutral position. Now, I always get nervous when I see somebody standing like this, standing with a wide stance like this, because you just know the body's going to move all over the show and it's going to lead to inconsistency. You're going to top it, you're going to hit the ground, and it's not what you want on a short shot like this. Now, as far as ball position goes, just keep it nice and simple. Put the ball position in a nice neutral position just inside of your left heel. Don't force the ball back in the stance, because all that does is it delofts the club face. So now I've got a pitching wedge. Now, if I move the ball back in my stance, my hands move forward. That's a 9-iron, there's an 8-iron. Now, if you want to play a chip and run, that's okay, but just go and get a different golf club, go and get an 8-iron, get a 7-iron, and play the shot with a different club. Now, carrying your hands high at address naturally steepens the club shaft, which runs pretty much straight up and down. Like this, you'll see the heel is off the ground, and the club shaft actually is running straight up and down. Now, if I just change over to a putter, you'll see it's quite a similar position. And many golfers have a much easier time chipping with a steeper shaft because they're more comfortable with the putter than they are the pitching wedge. And I tell you what, a good old 30-year-old Ping Answer, the best putter I've ever had. I tell you what, I'm not swapping this one. So one thing you're going to have to bear in mind, though, is to offset the steepness of the shaft, is you're going to have to stand slightly closer to the ball. Okay, so what happens is as soon as you steepen the shaft here, you stand closer, so you're going to have to grip further down. You can actually touch the metal of the shaft if you want to. It just all depends on how long or how short your arms are and which position fits your body best.
Hey you, I saw you from the distance. Hey you,
Greenkeeper, hello my friend. How's life? Geht's gut? Du bist drauf hier, weißt du?
Nein.
Ja, ja, sicher. Na, es geht ganz gut. It's working hard this lad, I tell you. Now as far as the action goes itself, you could use your wrists, which is actually something I do. I have a better feeling for the distance, a better feeling for the shot when I use my wrists. And also as well, what it does is it actually increases the amount of bounce on the toe, which is a good thing because it helps the club head to glide through the shot. And this is how it looks. Or if you prefer, you could actually keep your wrists nice and quiet throughout the shot. Okay, a lot like putting. So I'll show you a putting action first. So it's like this. And you do the same thing with a pitching wedge, okay? Back and through, very limited wrist action. Stand to the ball. So it just depends on what best fits your game. Do you play with your wrists or don't you play with your wrists? Some people have a better feeling with no wrists, a more stable feeling, and some people like myself have a better feeling for the shot if I use my wrists. Now I've got a massive tip for you, and this is for all the guys out there who says it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It does work, but the massive tip is keep your body down through the shot. Now the two scenarios I often see on the pitching green and the chipping green normally run like this. You've got the guy who comes into the ball, and what he does is, it's really clear to see, he goes back and he lifts his body up out through the shot, bang, and knifes it across the green. He's saying, why am I topping it? Why am I topping it? The second scenario is a little bit more complex. What they do is they come into the ball. As they go back, they move up with the body and they move down with the hands in a desperate attempt to get back to the ball. And what they do then is they hit it straight into the deck. Now the massive tip is keep your body down. Keep your body down. And what this does is it runs right the way through your short game, right the way through everything. And what it does is if you keep your body down, the ball will come up. So you got it? Keep the body down. Keep the body down. Keep the body down. You got it? Brilliant. Okay, so let's hit some shots. Now, first thing is when you come in, you have high hands, okay, which allows then the toe to cut and actually allows the bounce to glide through the turf. So you come into the shot, you go back and two, on the line of your feet, back and two, on the line of your feet, same again, just back and two, nice and easy. So the heel digs and the toe cuts. So if your chipping is letting you down around the green, then all you need to do is simply raise your hands at address, lift the heel off the ground, and play from the toe. So my goal is to make this game more enjoyable for golfers of all levels, and I want you to stop fighting with complicated swing mechanics. Stop thinking about keeping your head down and still, your left arm being straight, turning your hips 45 degrees, your shoulders 90 degrees, your wrist and hinge angles here, or the latest pump drill on the way down. Why don't you play this game the natural way, the same way you would throw a ball, or you'd play tennis, or you'd kick a ball? It's not that complicated. So if you've enjoyed my lesson, please hit that subscribe button below and give me a big thumbs up. My kids are laughing at me. I've only got 100 subscribers. That's not bad for a rookie. All I'm trying to say is, I've been there, I've done that, I've made the mistakes, so you don't have to. I'll see you next time. Cheers, my friend. Come on then, good chip. Good lad, that's perfect that. Great shot. One serve you, lad. Good lad. That's it, good. And Leo. Oh yeah. Great shot. Get in, get in, get in. Ooh. Good lad. Out of the way, Leo. Good swing. So slowly in the backswing. Good. Get through it. And good swing. Great shot that. Oh, that's right at it. That is right at it. You'll have to have a go, mate. Good lad. Great shot. Hey. So just aim left, swing right, mate.
Great shot. Great swing, that. Good lad. Right, come on Leo, good swing. Great shot. Get over. That's it, come on, good swing. That's it, balance, get through. Good lad, go on, give it a whack. Swing right side. Great shot. Boy, that's a great swing that, mate. Oof, boom.